'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, oh, for me.
First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You gonna continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else. So be patient with your process. Thank you, baby. Also, you already know my voice is too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, I want to thank you so much in advance for all the love, like, share, subscribe, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, all right? Because I don't always get the pause in the middle of my message and when I'm relaying to acknowledge you. But when I post this on YouTube, I promise you I will. Thank you, Kim, and thank you, CC. So let's talk. Chosen ones. Again, I have to remind you that right now it's really important for you to pay attention to your feelings and what is being projected. Because again, you have to remember what side of the karmic cycle that you're on, all right? Now, when I say this, chosen ones, because currently there's certain individuals that you had connected to you. These are individuals that you may still even have around you, but they wasn't doing the same work as you. These are individuals that were karmic people, right? So these are individuals that while you was putting the work in, while you was making certain sacrifices, not the same sacrifices as them. See, they was out there doing magic, but you was out there manifesting. See, it was two different things, correct? These are the individuals that God showed them the signs and synchronicities. God showed them what it was going to be, but they continued to do the things that they were doing. Now, chosen ones, when I say protect your energy, that means, again, knowing what feelings is yours and what is being projected in, right? Because right now, there's certain people that, again, whether or not you're still connected to them or not, they're on the opposite end. So they're seeing you celebrate. They're seeing you smiling. And right now, they struggling. So they're feeling a certain type of way about you, but they don't have no reasons to. Now, I say this, chosen ones, and again, there's certain karmic individuals that are currently watching too. So this is a conversation between both sides, right? See, chosen ones, there were certain seasons where you were struggling too, right? This is when you was giving love to certain individuals that wasn't reciprocating that energy back to you. When you was allowing individuals to step on you in order to get to where they was going to. Those seasons where people weren't acknowledging you, hard work that you was doing. You felt like you was doing it for nothing. See, chosen ones, you was patient. God told you to trust the process, right? See, no matter what you was going through, at times you didn't even show individuals. See, that time that you ain't know how you was going to keep the lights on. Your children didn't know that. See, that time that you wasn't eating, but you was making sure that they was eating in a sense. They didn't know that. There was times where you was riding on fumes to get to work to do the things that you was needing to do. People didn't know what you was going through. See, there was times that you was depressed, where you was struggling to keep yourself here. And again, you wasn't showing that. So therefore, people didn't know what you was going through. So right now, they see you smiling, but they don't know all those seasons that you was struggling to. They don't realize that this is actually a real smile. There's real happiness behind this. Before, you was smiling just to keep people off your trail so that they ain't know what you was experiencing back then. You understand me? So this is you acting like you was in a perfect partnership, knowing damn well behind closed doors that person was putting their hands on you. This was you acting like you had it all together, but you was out here robbing this person to pay that person, so on and so forth. Now, I don't really mean that, but some of you may. But you know how they say robbing Peter to pay Paul? Because you had, again, you was going based upon limited finances or whatever the situation may have been, correct? So chosen ones, again, people only looked at you and seen that you was smiling. People looked at you and seen that you was thriving, but they ain't see you struggling in what you went through behind the scenes, correct? So at this point in time, they see you smiling, they feeling a certain type of way about that. See, you're currently smiling and they currently struggling. But again, they don't even realize what you went through to get to where you are at, right? Now, hear me out. There's certain people, chosen ones, that tried to do certain spells on you. They sent chaos spells towards you to have everybody around you fighting and conflicting with you. See, they was doing a favor for you, chosen ones, and they starting to realize that as well. See, chosen ones, when they caused chaos, they intended to put you through hell, right? See, whole time they ain't even realize that that chaos magic was only going to work towards people who was manipulating you, who wasn't for you, so they just allowed you to see certain things clearer, right? See, there were certain individuals in the chosen ones that, again, they were intentionally trying to have you nobody show love towards you, but that's something that you was used to, so they didn't stop you at all. If they wanted to slow you down, they actually should have sent something that you wasn't used to. See, had they actually sent love to you, that would have slowed you down, because you would have sat there and inspected those individuals. See, had they sat there and sent certain finances, then you wouldn't have even knew what to do with it then, right? See, chosen ones, they really were here for training purposes, but stay with me, stay with me. Again, there's individuals right now that are mad at you, but we have to talk and address them too, chosen ones. See, this is not for you to feel bad about the fact that God's returning the things that you then put in. This is not for you to feel bad because these individuals are in lack, but they had an opportunity to do certain things too, but they chose not to, right? See, this is not for you to feel bad when you see people finally catching that wrath that God promised them. See, God promised both of y'all certain things, and both of y'all's promises are getting fulfilled. But again, it's based upon which side of the cycle that they on, based upon how they gonna feel. See, when I say that, chosen ones, God sat there and promised you that anybody that did black magic towards you was going to catch that. God said anybody that did death magic on you was going to experience death then. God said anybody that told lies on you was going to get exposed for their real intentions. God said that anybody that sat there and tried to stop you or sabotage you, stop themselves, and you're going to see them going through what they intended to go through you, which was hell. See, chosen ones, when I say these individuals are paying for certain things that they did and you are witnessing it, but again, God's going to have you walk away at a certain point in time because there's certain things that you don't need to see, right? But hear me out. They mad. They feel like you rubbing certain things in their face because they experiencing it. No. Your promise was getting fulfilled. See, God told you that whatever you was going through at that time, that in due time you was going to heal, and he was going to present you certain reciprocation based upon what you went through, the work that you put in, and the fact that you allowed him to guide you, the fact that you listened, the fact that you sat there and was willing to sacrifice certain material things in order for you to get in your divine position. See, chosen ones, I'm trying to tell you. Now, those individuals who chose not to listen, those one that was witnessing you going through certain struggles and they was laughing, right? They was pointing them. They was celebrating when they seen you struggling. They was celebrating when they seen you going through certain obstacles, correct? They ain't offer no up as far as no hand, and half of them didn't even defend you to the people that they knew was putting you through the things that they was putting you through. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize this. They're experiencing the wrath while you're experiencing your abundance. You understand me? So again, you are not to feel sorry for them because that's what they intended for you. Half of these people are returning back to you to see how you made it through what they intended to have you go through. Some of these individuals want to know what you know about them too. They want to know if you know what God's going to do. See, chosen ones, they wasn't built like you. See, some of these individuals didn't realize half the things that they were seeing actually came from you. See, chosen ones, when I tell you we don't play in magic, we magical individuals, so they can do that hocus pocus shit. They can be talking about mama say, mama side, mama kusa. They could do whatever they do underneath every full moon, baby. We that full moon energy. See, everything that they try to play in, we consist of. So therefore, they really are their own worst enemy. See, chosen ones, when I tell you what we speak is what they seek, and that's what they start to see, you understand me? And that's what they starting to see now. See, some of these individuals are taking it personal. They looking at you as an op. because certain things around them are starting to tear down. See, that didn't have nothing to do with you, but everything that they had to do with them, their intentions, the fact that they was mad when God was blessing you with certain abundance. They don't know what you went through. The fact that there's certain people that wanted to do certain destiny spells where they can swap certain lives out. See, chosen ones, had you not stepped up and played in your position, okay, they may have had access to that then. It would have been for a short period, not no longevity, but still they wasn't able to because you stepped up and did what God asked you to, right? Not only that, in order for them to get what God has for you and to be in your divine path, they got to experience everything that you experience. And I'm talking about past tense. See, for some reason, they just feel like this little shit from this lifetime is what they got to experience. So there's certain feminines and masculines that was out here doing destiny spells, trying to swap destinies with you, trying to have you projected certain energy. So you started to doubt you. So you didn't step up in your position so that they could choose to. And at that point in time, they thought that they was going to reap the same rewards as you. That's not true. One, you're not equipped to do the things that the chosen ones is equipped to do. You're not built like us. So you're going to mess around and blow a fuse trying to do what we do because you're not built like that, right? Not only that, you got to experience what we experienced in order to get the things that we about to collect. So I'm not just talking about, oh, when we was 5 and when we was 10 and when we was, I'm talking about past lifetimes, at the lifetimes, those type of experiences. You understand me? So they have to go back from the very beginning. And I'm talking about chosen ones, the very beginning, not just this lifetime. I'm talking about not just last lifetime. I'm talking about many lifetimes prior, right? So they got to go through what you went through. They got to go through that fire, right? So therefore, chosen ones, they'll never be able to reap what you're going to get because they're not built to go through the same shit. They not built to be able to survive the things that you did. So therefore, again, they'll never be able to get your destinies. That's already in God's hand. It's already solidified. All you had to do was see it through. See, that's why God says don't tell people what you intend to do before you actually see it. See, he don't even just mean physically chosen ones. He means you got to believe it. See, once you make your mind up, you already made it. So when you already claim certain things, that's already faded. See, all you had to do was get in position in order to receive it, right? But these other individuals, chosen ones, these people that you chose, chosen ones, they feeling a certain type of way right now. Now hear me out. See, karmics, you can stay around and listen to you because I got a message for you too in one moment, right? See, chosen ones, there's certain individuals that didn't realize that you were the contract. Let me say that again. There's certain individuals that you was connected to, that you crossed paths with, that didn't realize that you was the contract. You was the opportunity that was getting presented. See, these were opportunists. So they wanted to take advantage of it. See, it's a difference between an opportunity getting presented and you doing the right thing, or an opportunity getting presented and you trying to, you understand, try to manipulate it, right? See, chosen ones, you were the opportunity. They was looking for love. God knew that you had that. They was looking for prosperity. They was looking for a way out, and God knew that you could provide that. They was looking for certain strength. They was looking for certain protect. Whatever the case may be, they was praying, and God was like, hey, yo, listen. I know you heading in this direction, but since you in that vicinity, can you stop past so-and-so and assist them? See, chosen ones, you was already in your path. You was already had a place to go. You already had a destination in sight, right? Then all of a sudden, God called you and said, hey, listen, so-and-so was over there. They ain't really feeling all right. They really not feeling well. So I need you to go there and provide that medicine. See, chosen ones, that's why I say that you medicine for real. You understand me? Somebody got pain, you come through and you heal them from that. Somebody sitting there seeing certain double vision or whatever the case may be, you sit there and allow them to see clearly again. See, this person is dying inside. You sat there and helped them, give them the right rejuvenation. So now they feeling alive again. See, chosen ones, when I say you that medicine, some of these people get addicted to it, right? See, some of these individuals, that's almost like somebody having a toothache. They take a pain pill. Okay, if you got a toothache for real, you take that pain pill. You actually taking that for the right reasons, right? You taking it in the right dosages, correct? But there's certain individuals that seen that you could sit there and help them with this, and they took advantage of it. See, again, you that dope, baby. You really that pain pill. You really that medicine. You that healing. You provide them what they seeking for real. So God was like, yo, so-and-so's over there hurting. They heart's hurting. I need you to go provide some love. What you do? went over there, provided love, and they tried to take advantage of you. They wanted more, more, more. And when you decided not to give any more to them because they was taking advantage of it, they wasn't taking the right dosages, they was manipulating certain things. You understand me? When they was dependent on you, wasn't doing things that they needed to do, you was out here playing like you was their mother figure, the father figure, when you wasn't here to raise those individuals. You understand me? So you sat there and listened to God guide you to these individuals that were in need of certain things. They needed love. You came and provided it in. They needed a sense of direction. You came and provided that confirmation. They needed this. You provided that. Whatever the case may be. See, some of these people didn't know why they was feeling the way that they was feeling. Shit, you was almost like the doctor in a sense. You sat there and came through, told them exactly what was happening or who was doing what they was doing to them. You sat there and assisted them, chosen ones, and they took advantage of it, right? You sat there and gave them the exact point of who was hurting them, who had ill intentions towards them, who was not really for them, whatever the case may be, and they didn't want to believe those things. They took advantage of it. So you let them not feel pain anymore, and what did they do? Took advantage of you. You sat there and provided certain guidance to them. What did they do? When they felt like they knew where they was going, they left you. Whole time they didn't even realize that they wasn't even close to where they was going to. But hear me out, chosen ones. I say all of this because you the contract. I want you to think about certain people that offer contracts to people. So whether or not this is a music industry, whether or not this is a sports contract, whatever the case may be, a house contract, a core contract, so on and so forth, right? You're the contract. So therefore, in this case, let's say music. Now, I don't really want to say music industry because you know how the fuck they do. But for example purposes, stay with me, chosen ones, all right? So this is like somebody seeing that you the best musician ever. You got a nice voice to you, but you just need a little bit of training. You just need a little bit of guidance, but they know that you could be successful. They see something great in you, right? So what they do, certain industry or certain companies come and try to seek you. That's like the individuals, right? So these are individuals that come out to try to seek you. Well, I could provide you this if you sign with us. See, if you come with us, you're going to get a bonus for this. Think about even job positions that offer you. Okay, well, you get this sign-on bonus. You start off this in training, and then after you complete training, you get this. Or after 30 days, you get that. Whatever the case may be, right? Now, hear me out, chosen ones. See, individuals that you come in contact with, that's contracts, certain agreements, right? They see that you beautiful. People try to present themselves to you. Why you should choose them over other individuals that's trying to pursue you. They see you as a good artist. People wanting to come and pursue you because they want you to hang your art in their place, right? Whatever the case may be. See, you have to see what comes with that contract to see if you really align with those things. See, chosen ones, when people align with you, you told them what came with you. You showed them certain benefits, right? Okay, well, if you with me, you're going to get certain protection. That's 24-hour protection, 24-hour security, right? So, okay, cool. So they got used to certain security being around them, right? But that was if they signed to you. Stay with me. See, they sat there and said, okay, well, if you sign with me, not only you going to get 24-hour security, you understand, 24/7, 365. I'm talking about you also, any place that you go to, they going to make sure that you good. You ain't going to have to pull out your cards. You good. So that means certain places, oh, you with so-and-so, oh, you get to eat free. Oh, you with so-and-so, oh, you get certain positive things. Now, hear me out, chosen ones. See, these individuals got comfortable. They got used to walking with you. They got used to reaping the benefits that came with you. So you told them, baby, if you sign this contract, meaning that if we in this relationship, meaning if you reciprocate this energy back to me, meaning if you join this team, whatever the case may be, okay, well, cool, chosen ones. If they agree to sign with you, if they choose to do the right thing and come with you, there's certain benefits that came with you too. They was good. Manifestations was coming quickly, protected, surrounded by love. It's almost like people would just putting money in their hand randomly. People were smiling at them. Things were thriving around them. But what did they do? They again thought that because you extended this to them, They thought that you was going to continue to do it. See, baby, we only was going to give you that abundance, give you that protection, give you that recognition, give you certain things that came with us. You was only going to reap certain benefits that God had for us if we selected to choose you and you chose to do right by us. That's why I say chosen ones. We visionaries, we the seers, we are that manifestors. We are the people we are the ball, in a sense, in a football game. It's not just a feminine or a masculine thing. If you are a seer, there's masculines that seers, there's feminines that seers. When I say this, I'm talking about the ones who God trusts certain things with. God tells them exactly how things is going to get done, and all they got to do is orchestrate or have the team perform those things. See, chosen ones, they are off because we told them how they would be able to win it all, how they was going to be successful. We sat there and told them, and what did they do? They thought that they was going to be able to get it without you. That's where they played themselves. See, when they had certain abundance coming, they only had it coming because you was around, you was in their energy. You were speaking that upon them. And then all of a sudden, what did they do? They sat there and chose a different direction. So that's almost like, okay, if you sign with this company, you get these rewards, but you chose to go to a different company. So therefore, you don't get that no more. And now they feel a certain type of way about you. These are people that once were friends are now looking at you as the opposition, thinking that you did something towards them, that you sent negative things towards them. But no, it's just the fact that you go back from scratch. You don't get what I was giving you energetically no more. You don't get to reap the benefits of that abundance, that protection, that recognition, that love. You don't get the things that I told you that you was going to get had you chose the right direction. Because if they chose somebody over you, see, this is not us forcing them to choose us, but we know if they didn't choose us, not as far as romantically, but if you chose not to go in the same direction as us, that means you chose the opposite direction, which means that you got karma and consequences that's coming in. It's not the fact that, oh, that they didn't want to be with us, that we making bad things happen. No. You chose to do us grimy. You chose not to be that friend. You chose not to be that supporter. You chose to be the opposition instead. You chose to go with the ops. And then you still thought that they was going to boost you up. The whole time, none of them got light. So therefore, your ass and them are now stuck in the dark. I'm just trying to say. They mad. That's like somebody who, again, you energetically chosen ones. Your bill was real high. This is your electric bill in a sense. Your electric bill was so high. And you kept going to the company. So that's like you going to God like, God, why all of these things keep happening? God, why is this? Like, is there something that I'm not seeing clearly? Is there something that I'm looking over? So this was your energy getting drained. This was you feeling sad. This was you feeling mad. This was you feeling like certain things was happening. You ain't know why it was. This is you going to, like you would that JEA or that Duke energy or whatever the case may be. You sat there and again reached out to them and asked them certain things like, yo, what's going on? God told you, hey, have you checked around the house? Are you clicking off the lights? You understand when you walking out the rooms? Are you running the air when there's a breeze that you can open those windows up and that breeze can come through? Are you checking as far as what you're doing? Okay, so what did you do? So that's equivalent to you saying, God, and you talking to God like, God, your energy's down. You feeling sad, mad. Your finances was dwindling. God was like, all right, hold on. Before we trip, before I take the next step, I need you to do one thing for me. That first step. I need you to pay attention to your uses. Has anything changed? How are you clicking the lights on more? Are you running the water more? Whatever the case may be, right? Okay, cool. So you sat there and started clicking out lights around you. So that's you taking rest, relaxing when God tells you to do. You not stressing about certain bills. You taking time away from certain things, whatever the case may be, right? Okay, cool. So chosen ones, you looked around. You was inside your house. You even checked your children and your spouse too, whatever the case may be, right? Okay, cool. So you checked your interior. You went within you to see what it is that you was doing. Like, God, is there something? Are we all right? Are we cool? And God's like, nah, just check around for me. So you checked around. Next bill you got, still the same bill, high, real high. You like, what in the world? You understand me? You looking around. Hold on one second, babies, because I gotta make sure. All right, listen. Make sure, chosen ones, that you don't entertain no negative energy. Like, promise you right now, do not let nobody ruffle your feathers. I promise you, I don't take none of these motherfuckers personally. You understand? Don't let them ruffle your feathers. You stay and pay attention. If they feathers is getting ruffled, it's because they've been trying to escape the message. So allow it to happen, right? Don't worry about them. Again, negativity is like a magnet. Why are you allowing it to attract to you? Turn in the opposite direction, all right? Now hear me out. I appreciate you. I do, squad, because y'all be ready to get on their ass. But I'm not tripping about them. Don't you trip about them, all right? Next, okay? Let's keep this shit going. So you sat there, and again, you got that bill the next time, and it still was high again, right? So you like, wait a minute. I done looked around the house. We've been cutting certain lights out. I've been praying over myself and my children too. You understand? You paying attention. You like, So you make that call again. That's you calling God like, God. Now I done sat there. We've been cutting the lights off. We've been sitting there doing everything that you asked us to do. So what's going on, right? All right. So what's the next thing God asks you? What's the next thing that electric technician will ask you? Okay, well, this is what I need you to do. If you know that it's nothing on your end, that you've been doing everything and all the steps that we've been saying, I need you to step outside your house and take a step around the location. Walk around the perimeter in a sense. See if you see anything different, right? So chosen ones, what you had to do, you had to step outside of yourself, right? Because you can find solutions for everybody else. Anytime somebody got a problem, you help them out. Anytime they have this issue, you help them out. But when it comes to yourself, you don't see certain things clearly because you was in that position. So if you're in the middle of the maze, you can't see how to get out. You had to lift yourself up, right? Okay, cool. So you had to step out that situation, step outside your house and inspect you, right? So all of a sudden, you start walking around the perimeter, just seeing if things look out of you understand, look different. So you look, wait a minute, hold up. This look a little, hold on, wait a minute. So you see a cord connected from your house to another one. So you follow that cord around this loop, around this loop. This is when intuitively you feel that certain people around you is not right? And you're trying to pinpoint exactly who it is. God's telling you that there's certain friends around you that's phony. There's certain partners that really ain't for you, whatever the case may be, right? God tells you that there's certain enemies around. So all of a sudden you follow that cord. So through this loop, so on and so forth. And what do you see? You see a cord, an extension cord running from your house to somebody else's, right? See, had you not stepped out at a quick glimpse, you wouldn't have seen that. It was well covered, right? So they seen that they was a professional. This is certain projections coming from friends that you ain't realized that they was able to keep it covered, that they really didn't like you, that they was telling certain past partners disrespectful things about you, that they was lying just so that you ain't have real love come through, that they sat there and partnered up with past people to try to plot on you, that this was the same person that was leaving disrespectful comments under your pictures, then came through and act like they had you. This is the same person that, again, they was recruiting people and talking bad about you, like chosen ones. From the quick glimpse, you like, nah, I couldn't be my best friend that would actually do that. God's like, yo, you need to check again. Nah, it couldn't have been my mother that was speaking foul intentions on me. God's like, you need to look closely then. Nah, it couldn't have been my partner that was really trying to set me up. God's like, you need to inspect that thing. So what'd you do? You stepped outside of yourself. So that's you taking away, nah, that's not your mother title. That's not your brother title. That's not your lover title. That's not your daughter title. You stepped outside of that title, right? You stepped outside of yourself to see certain things, right? And God, had you not looked closely, because God was like, check again. You like, man, I know my mother ain't do that. He like, sure, do you know her? I don't think you do. I don't think so. All of a sudden, certain things start coming back to you. You start pinpointing, like, wait a minute. But that's another story. We're going to get into it, right? So you follow the cord, you follow the clues, and you realize who was plugging that extension cord to your house, who was using you. That's when you started realizing you was feeling sadness, wondering who's in your energy, projecting it. All of a sudden, you talk to your homegirl, and she told you how she was going through certain shit, and you like, oh, it was you in my energy. Can't be trusted. All of a sudden, God said somebody was playing and sending death spells to you. And when you said, God, can you show me who did it? Everybody around certain people started to die. You like, That's equivalent to you pulling that extension cord out and seeing whose lights go off. That's equivalent to you, again, pulling that plug, that your energy from them. You no longer connected to them. So therefore now you see exactly who's was plugged up to you, because when you pull that cord, they ain't light no more, right? So when you pull your energy back, chosen ones, now they got karma and consequences coming through. Now this person's dying around them. Now this person's dying too. Now this person's health messed up. Now they got this coming through. See, chosen ones, when you was giving them warnings, they wasn't listening. See, they, for some reason, everything that you spoke, because they didn't see it at that time, they ain't believe that shit. See, that was faith, chosen ones. See, you had faith in the process that everything God showed you that he was going to do, and that what people was doing towards you too was going to get exposed to you. You sat there and had faith that God ain't never lied to you before. So when he said that this happened, you believed it, chosen one. See, that's almost equivalent to how your mother should have treated you when you told her that her partner was doing certain things to you. That's equivalent to how your aunt should have carried you when you told her that your uncle or your cousin was doing certain things to you. You understand me? You ain't sit there and had to see certain physical shit out when they told you, you believed it. You understand me? So, when God said certain things was going to get presented, you sat there and stood positive in it. They ain't believe it. They stayed close to you until certain things started to appear. See, it's almost like, you know those pools, chosen ones, where if you pee in the pool, that little ring comes around you. Huh? So it's almost like, nah, they gonna play themselves. Like, okay, well, we gonna see what you was doing based upon how everything works out. See, again, some of these individuals don't realize that they going through what they intended for you, and that you could have assisted them had they had good intentions towards you. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So now you pull that plug. Now they in the dark. Everybody that they connected to are in the dark too, because none of them motherfuckers had a light. Because if you had a light, you wouldn't be around those dark ass individuals. You understand me? So the same room that they was plotting on you with, in the same room that they was gathering certain people to gang stalk you and talk about you with, is the same room that now is dark. Now they can't even see what they was talking about or what they was writing about. None of that. They can't even, again, get out of the darkness because nobody with them is of light like you was, chosen one. So you allow them to play they self, but they feel a certain type of way about you. But karmics, I gotta talk to you real quick, right? See, there's some of you that are looking at divine feminines and divine masculines like they the opposition to you. You upset because somebody that you was with was interested in them, sat there and tried to. Matter of fact, listen, I love that God allows me to have been placed in positions so that I could be able to provide you a certain insight. I told you I'm transparent with it, right? So chosen ones, do you know how many people tried to send black magic to me based upon somebody that they was with that tried to talk about me to make them feel a certain type of way about themselves? There were certain masculines that used to tell their feminines, oh, positive things about me just to trigger them. And so let me give you an example. There was a masculine that was interested in me. See, matter of fact, there may have been a few throughout my lifetime, right? See, chosen ones, when those individuals wanted to pursue me, see, nah, if you ain't got that light, I'm not going to entertain you, right? If you entertaining somebody else, I'm not going to entertain you, right? No. But there are certain masculines that they knew the people that they was with wasn't they divine feminines, right? So when they cross paths with a divine feminine, they forgot all about their karmic partner that they was with. They looked at the divine feminines or the divine masculines as a way out, right? So divine masculines, there's certain feminines that they didn't like the masculines that they was with. So when they crossed paths with you, you had everything that they was looking for in a sense. So therefore, they didn't properly close out those cycles with those people. Instead, they wanted to entertain you and try to draw you into certain karma and consequences with them. See, they partners took that personally. See, you may not have even knew that they was connected to those individuals like they said that they was, right? However, when you found out, chosen ones, you caused certain judgment. That means, again, those karmics start attacking you and they didn't even realize that you was divinely sent. See, those karmics start attacking you, doing death spells on you, try to leave disrespectful comments to you, try to sit there and put certain magic over your finances and spread lies about you. They turned you into the opposition. They don't even realize that you was the person that God sent in to release them from that person that they was experiencing, right? God used you as a walking confirmation for them to see the truth about the person that they was with. And there's certain people that are mad about the light that you have, and you ain't even met the person that they with. See, there's certain people that see you online, and see certain people may watch you or see certain pictures that you post, or if you walking outside and they see you and the neighbors notice you, whatever the case may be. There's certain people that'll try to pinpoint and use you as the issue, and it's the person that they connected to. You understand me? See, chosen ones, there's certain people that, again, they will use you to make somebody that they with jealous. And I'm gonna say this right now. If there's anybody out there who has a beef with me, baby, you got a beef with yourself. I promise you. If there's ever was a masculine that lied to a feminine on behalf of me, see, I'm gonna use this time, chosen ones, I'm gonna tell you how to curry that shit, right? You beefing with yourself, baby. Do not get tricked out of your position. Cause one, if you send black magic or negative shit towards a divine feminine or masculine who has nothing to do with your mess, you got to know our names ring bells in the spiritual world. So even though we try to give you time to get yourself together, because we know that you only attacking us based upon the fact that you going through certain shit. That person that lied to you, that person that sat there and put you certain things, that put you through certain things that they did to you, whatever the case may be. So we understand that you don't really hate us, but you hate the situation that you in, and you don't know how to handle that. You got misplaced aggression in a sense, right? So that's why we give you time to get yourself together. So there's certain people that was attacking me. I ain't take it personally initially. Like, all right, baby girl, get yourself together. All right, baby boy, I know you upset. You take it personal that you didn't get selected, but that's really an opportunity for you to be aligned with your true boo. I didn't want to mislead you. So there's certain people that was upset. But when you keep on going and you ain't truly inspect the situation. So when I say the chosen ones, there's certain people that hate you based upon the fact that other people love you. There's certain people hate you based upon the fact that there's somebody who loves you, who's talking bad about you because they can't be with you. So they sit there and team up with other individuals to attack you. And this person don't even realize the wrath that's going to come with them teaming up with somebody who's an energetic bum. See, I'm just trying to tell you. You better know that you beefing with the right person. Because there's some of you that, again, did death spells on this person and their kids, did money spells on this person to stop their finances, and they wasn't your opposition. They ain't even had nothing to do with it. They were sent in from the divine to help that person get aligned, and you chose to take that personal. So there's some of you, I'm going to just be flat out. Some of y'all about to die. Not chosen ones. I'm talking about them karmics. You should have chose this side. You did death spells. You fucked up. So it ain't no, oh, you want to take back now, you want to sit there and cop the plea. That don't have nothing to do with us. You already sat there and did what you did energetically. There ain't no takebacks in that. So you better be cautious before you take it there. You understand me? So if you did that death spells, you're dead already. I'm not arguing with a corpse. You about to be dead. If you were sitting there trying to sabotage certain people's business, you sabotage yourself instead. This shit is done. You try to pay that practitioner to stop finances from coming through. Now that practitioner's about to die and your ass about to die too. It's just as simple as that. God said an eye for an eye. Your ass about to be, I'm trying to tell you, you not about to see shit. And chosen ones, right now, you may be in a blur because you're not about to see this abundance that's about to get placed in your hand. This love that's about to become, see, you feeling something's off and not even realizing why you feeling it. You feel like something's off. Now, some of you feel certain things is off because you still around people who ain't for you. But some of you are like, yo, why I could tell everybody else about their love life. I could tell everybody else about their finances. I could tell everybody else about this. But how come when it comes to yourself, you don't see things clearly in a sense? See, God said you need to get surprised, chosen one. For how long have you sat there and celebrated everybody else, but you ain't celebrate yourself? You sat there and went to everybody else's Earth Day celebrations, but never celebrated yours. How many times have you had a surprise party sent for you? No. So now this love is about to catch your ass off guard. So if God's calling you to start getting cute, start doing. Now I'm trying to say your partner's going to love you naturally for being you. But I'm trying to say the first time that you want to meet them, you don't want to have crust all on the side of your mouth, right? You don't want your shit. No, you don't want your eyes weeping like a weeping willow. No, you don't. You want to have a little bit. You understand? So, chosen ones, just know that you got surprises coming. You understand me? Just like these karmics got surprise karma coming. So that's almost like them keep trying to swipe that card, knowing that they doing fraud, and now they go to that next place and they get jammed up. When you called your energy back, anything that came with you, all the benefits, all that, now that goes back to you. So it's now you're not splitting your abundance with nobody. The person that you aligning with is already abundant. So therefore, really, they're going to contribute to you too. You understand me? There's no more taking energy. So God's like, I appreciate that you was willing to give a person a ride to that abundance. I appreciate that you was willing to stay after school to assist them. So that's almost like you staying behind to help that person get in that position. No, I appreciate that, but you don't got to do that no more. Now you get to go, chosen one. So you got your divine person coming in, and I'm telling you, a lot of you been coming. I could tell you the description of the person. I could tell you where you gonna meet them, but God always be like, nah. Some of you I ain't able to tell you where you about to meet them. I could tell you how they are, where they from, all these things, but I can't tell you exactly how, because you got to get surprised. You so strategic, always a planner, also logical. God's like, nah, had them get surprised. Your abundance too. God was like, listen, keep doing this, keep doing this. And you like, you've been doing it for a while, but you ain't see no profit come through. That's the surprise factor. God wants to surprise you that your work paid off, but also paid off theirs as far as surprise people who doubted you as well. So this is almost like you keep giving people warnings. Hey, I'm about to pull off. Y'all better get on this movement before it's moving. You better get in this car before we leave, right? And they chose not to. Now all of a sudden you sat there and rode off. An hour later they calling where you at. I've been left. You understand me? So there's certain people, chosen ones, that you gotta know that again, God's gonna sit there and give them an opportunity. You want to jump on this movement before it starts moving? Do you want to invest in this business before it actually pays out the profit? They chose not to. Now they ass is getting left, and now they waiting for a ride. And guess what? They not going to. You were the last opportunity to get to the place that they need to go. Now they gonna have to go by foot. And that's a long ass journey, chosen ones. And I'm talking about not when they 50, they'll finally get there. When they 60, I'm talking about lifetimes after lifetimes. They're going to be walking for a while, right? So you keep going. You keep moving. You keep staying positive and optimistic, but do not let these projections get to you. You be cautious of who you allowing to ride with you. If this person doesn't have any type of can't contribute nothing to it, then they don't need to be with you. So that's almost like, again, you got the car. Do they got funds for the gas? If they got gas money, do you have the whip? Or if they have the whip, do you have gas to put towards the shit? Or if you got the whip, are they driving? Then so on and so forth, right? I want you to think about the people that you connected with, because so many of you are so used to having to have fixer-uppers. I could talk about myself. See, growing up, we ain't never moved into no new house that was already prepared for us. Money was tight. So therefore, my mom had to move into these rinky-dink places that was already effed up way before we got there. We had to get my Uncle Sonny to start building this or painting that. Had to get my Aunt Belle to come and assist with that. We had to start from the bottom and build it up so that it was able to even live. We could even live in it, right? See, we so used to chosen ones settling for certain shit, just having enough to get by, enough to pay this, enough to do that. We were so used to it that we selected partners that was work too. We selected partners that, again, were going to be more work on you, that you was never going to be able to rest and really enjoy your place because you had to keep up with them. You could never really enjoy your party because you had to keep catering to them. You could never really enjoy your meal because you had to balance holding and rocking their ass with you eating your meal, in a sense. No, that time is over. So it's not that you dating for finances, but you want somebody who if you ain't got finances yet, you on a journey to get that shit. You got $1 billion mentality. You understand me? That you're not going to be complacent with struggling. We not for that. If we not for that, okay, you may not have the place built yourself, but baby, if I got the bricks and you got the build, let's build some shit together then. You understand me? But that foundation got to be clear. So it's no more dealing with somebody who they publicly say that they free or single, but behind closed doors, they still connected to certain individuals. Nope. We want our divine masculines and feminines to be single. It ain't no, oh, well, I'm about to end this. Nope, motherfucker, it should have been ended before you came in contact with us. If not, baby, you're not our person. Because they match you. So chosen ones, the same way I say that, you better not be out here entertaining past partners either. You understand me? So it ain't no, you slept with your past partner on Wednesday. Now you think you're going to run into your divine partner on Thursday. No, stank. No, dirt. You got to detox. You're not about to bring those demons to somebody who's divine. We're not doing that. You understand me? So you're going to have to make sure that you are where you're at. If you sit there and say you always attract partners who still connected to their ex, why do you keep replaying what your ex did to you? You're still connected energetically to that past person too. You may not have slept with them, but mind or mentally, you was. You understand me? So again, make sure you disconnected. It's no more of that. So you have to clear out the space. You understand me? It's no more last minute. Just like I say this before, just like if your person, you knew that person was on their way over, how you already had a house clean, you didn't already wash yourself up, lotion all on, got the candles lit, you got the vibe set, whatever the case may be, the same way that you would prepare when you know somebody's coming or you know something's coming, that's how you should be carrying it now. You understand me? So how's your new partner going to come and visit you if you got your old ex staying in your house? How's your new person going to be riding with you if you still giving rides to that old individual? How this new person going to build with you or be posting pictures with you if you still got pictures of your old partner all through your social media too? It's not. Wherever the past is present, the future is absent. So if they exes are still in the picture, if they still listening to what they people say or do or don't want to disrupt that person's peace, but they want to disrupt the peace of you, then that's not your person. If you got to sit there and tell them how to carry you or not let nobody, we not doing it. You understand me? So I'm for real, chosen ones. Oh, let me see. Hey, babies. Look, I had to make sure I ain't missing nothing. But no, I want you, we not settling. So we dating people, entertaining people, moving ready. We haven't, I'm going to speak for myself. We ain't been celibate for years to give ourselves to some so-so shit. If you sat there and been celibate this long and you sat there and been keeping your energy to yourself, you're not about to give yourself out to just anybody. Do not sit there and do that, chosen ones. You be patient. You make sure that the person that you finally give your body to is somebody that when you align with them, they manifest in certain positive things through too. You understand me? See, sex is a powerful thing. Sex, see, I don't even like the word sex. I think it's about making love. I think it's about manifesting, right? So if you with somebody who's thinking about just having a one night stand, so they manifesting a hit and quit it, and you manifesting all these positive things with them, they're going to, in that moment of climax, they're going to receive the exchange that you gave them, and you're going to receive the exchange they gave you. So if they talking about they about to toot it and boot it, and your ass is talking about you speaking prosperity and abundance into them, they walking off with that bread then, and your ass is walking off with that consequence. So you be cautious of who you exchanging. I told you your body, every person that you interact is a portal. So where does that take you to? You understand me? Where does that place take you to? No man's land, everybody's land. Shit, some of them portals be taking you to that same place with them sardines and shit. Like, Some of them portals take you to a fishy location. Like, Some of them portals are setups. You hear me? So you make sure that you aligning with the right person who you connected with. Because I'm trying to tell you now, y'all know. Like, this was, I don't know if this is where I thought I was going to. Hey, babies. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. But listen, you got to make sure, chosen ones, you know your worth. So you have you ever seen those people and you wondering like, dang, how that person gets all this, they know they worth. They not accepting nothing beyond it. If you carrying yourself like that, that person who's, before they get to know you, they notice you and how you carry you, chosen ones, right? So if you catering to yourself, you loving on yourself, you complimenting yourself, you sitting there bigging yourself up, when you align with somebody else, they gonna do that too, right? If that's your divine person, right? So you be you. Don't sit there and try to settle. You talking about, oh, it's not all about money. That don't mean that you have to accept a bum. And a bum is a mentality. Because there's certain people that can be homeless and they still get to work. They still get on it. They still got work ethic. They just in certain circumstances, right? So you stop picking the best of the bums. If this person is acting like it's too much for them to give love to you, too much for them to contact you, too much for them to communicate with you, too much for them to let go of all those past people to be with you, too much to sit there and let their fears aside and take that risk with you, then that's not your person then. Because ain't no such thing as too much. Because what is too much for this person is good for the next. It's something that the next person is already doing. You understand me? So again, do not date down, chosen ones. You sit there and how you carry you, what you able to do for you too, that's what's the type of person that you attracted. So if you can provide for yourself, that person can provide for them too. That's the person for you. Don't settle. You hear me? Do not settle. The past is the past. They gonna pop up. Do not. Do not. You've been there, done that. Nope. I don't care if they try to present themselves as a new person. They just got a new way to do the same old shit. It's a no. You understand me? Be positive. But chosen ones, I got to get it off here because I do have some coaching sessions to do. Please remember, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. You got to be ready to receive it, all right? Because I ain't sugarcoating shit. On the coaching sessions, baby, you can ask me as many questions that you want about any subject that you got, and I got you, all right? But you got to be ready because certain things may not always be what you want to hear, but it's what you need to. You understand me? I love you so much. I'm going to upload this live later on YouTube, and best believe I'll be back tomorrow 8 a.m. to holla at you. I love y'all so much, babies. If you need me, thank you, babies. Love you too. But if you need me, you know how to reach me, all right? Be great.